No clear line of succession. CCS to decide on next CDS. Unlike the structure for the military, where the second in command to every officer, whether in the field or as a service chief, officiates if the lead officer becomes indisposed, sources said there is no immediate line of succession envisaged for the CDS. Although there is an unofficial vice chief of defense who is a 3-star officer. The creation of the post of the Chief of Defence Staff had come after the demand had been made for decades. So when the country's first CDS General Bipin Rawat died on Wednesday with another year remaining in his tenure, it created an unforeseen situation for the security establishment, filling a dual-headed vacuum. The CDS is also the Secretary of the Department of Military Affairs DMA. No line of succession. Unlike the structures for the military, where the second in command to every officer, whether in the field or as a service chief, officiates if the lead officer becomes indisposed, sources said there is no immediate line of succession envisaged for the CDS. Although there is an unofficial vice chief of defense staff who is a 3-star officer. For example, if a serving chief of the army, the navy, or the air force becomes incapable of holding his position, the vice chief of that force officiates as the chief until the government appoints a full-time chief. It does not necessarily have to be the vice chief though. Sources said the appointment of the CDS DMA secretary is more akin to that of a secretary than that of a service chief. There is no deputy to the CDS who would have automatically officiated in his role in his absence. It is up to the government to take the call on who would handle his responsibilities, whether temporarily or taking over completely. The call, sources said, would be finalized by the Cabinet Committee on Security, which met on Wednesday evening. Dual hats. A Defense Ministry official said the CDS is a military officer, but it is a bureaucrat like a secretary, which is why there is no direct line of succession. It is an appointment made by the political leadership. He is not in active military service, but parts of bureaucracy related to the military, which were looked after by the civilian bureaucracy, was handed over to the DMA and the CDS as its secretary. There was confusion among military and bureaucrat officials on Wednesday as to who could officiate as CDS now. The CDS was the permanent head of the Chief of the Staff Committee, which includes 3 service chiefs. Before the post of CDS was created, senior most service chief would be the chairman of COSC. In the absence of Rawat, Army Chief General M.M. Narvane would be the senior most among the 3 vice service chiefs. There is also the Integrated Defense Staff IDS, headed by a 3-star officer from the services called Chairman IDS to the Chairman CISC, who enjoys the rank of a Vice Chief or a service. When the post of CDS was created, the CISC was expected to be made VCDS. However, that is yet to be made official. The current CISC Air Marshal B.R. Krishna. Although the CISC does stand in for the CDS if the latter is unavailable for ceremonial roles, this is not for executionary powers. For the 3-star CISC, officiating over the COSC with 4-star officers can be an issue. The government can decide to elevate a 3-star officer to the equivalent rank of a general to make him the CDS, if it does not pick from the serving chiefs. Thank you.